And then I beg, just to see more of you. I don't know what leaves the worst taste in my mouth, him or those words. What else can I do? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Sojin. I know that the last thing I've talked with you, all I did was cry. Thanks for not asking. It was just so hard to hold it all in while smiling cutely for your husband. We have the worst fate ever, don't we? Okay, yeah, that's disgusting. Saying things like that, ugh, they taught her letters so she could write that? That's why a smart man stays the hell away from horrors. Deception's just what they do. Well, that's women in general, I guess. Now that I think about it. So I bet if you'd read what she wrote in there, you'd never have wanted to sleep with her. Anyways, I'll let you get back to reading. And this one. The last time we spoke, I poured wine for you rather than the usual tea. It seemed as though you needed it. I held you tight while you drank, petting your hair and wiping every tear to drop from those deep sad eyes. He's going to get bored eventually, you had said, and though I tried to confront you, we both knew it would be true. I could not try pressuring him to buy you, I had offered. I could try pressuring him to buy you, I had offered. It was our only option, really. If he didn't, you simply returned to the service of the government and to be rented out to who knows who. We'd never meet again. Thanks, you said. Do you think he'll listen to you? You asked? I wish nothing more than to be able to lie to you. Say that of course he did, that it would be alright. No, I said. I couldn't. I sat for a long time in silence. Finally, I said, even that would be worse than you deserve. He owns me, and I see how I'm treated. I wish you could have far better. Sorry, you said. Please don't be. Any of this is my fault. If I had just been a good wife and left well alone, all this heartbreak could have been avoided, I said, trying to calm you, but you only cried more. When you had no more tears left, you spoke again. What about the other coincidence you bought, the real mother Minhee? What if you blackmailed him? If only. I would do it gladly for you, but the royal family knows already. I shot off my mouth in front of Mute once, without thinking. Soon enough, it was my own fault too. Oh, he said. What if I gave him a son? You suggested, even though I knew how appalling that thought was to you. But I couldn't help but laugh when I thought of why it would never work. Oh, Hannah. You think the reason I've never gotten pregnant was for the lack of trying? I stroked your cheek. In those months you've been with him, has your appearance been disrupted even once? No, he said as he realized what I was saying. It would never work. His tears fell from your eyes once more. It's interesting that he actually used the word period. Anyway, once more you start to laugh too. I figured it was just, all chance. I shook my head. No, child, in the first year of marriage that is chance. I said, laughing sadly. Whether he is too proud or too stupid to realize, I know not. But one child in 11 years of marriage? That is no chance. That is an impotent man raising someone else's daughter. He looked at me, realizing the plan was doomed. There aren't any real men in this house, are there? He said finally. We laughed and laughed, your future so sadly uncertain. I'm sympathetic to her and all. I really am, but look, I still had to tell my mistress all about it. I couldn't just hide that. Frankly, I don't think she should have been gossiping about it, not least of all to a whore. Doing unspeakable things to her, well, that's messed up, but it only affects herself. But telling that whore about her husband's feelings? That's just reckless. That could harm the whole family. Well, not that the family needed any help cementing its ruin at that point. But it's the principle of the thing. It's still wrong. Anyways, I'll let you go back to reading. Boop. Well, there you have it. It's for the scandalous and sordid story of the noble's wife Sojin and her husband's whore. I keep going back and forth on how to feel about the whole thing. On the one hand, I feel pretty bad for Sojin. She never had to sink to that for her. On the other hand, well, not like she didn't still make her decisions for herself. It would be wrong to just cover it up, right? I respect her, but at the end of the day, she still did unspeakable things with a whore. I'm just kind of conflicted, especially now that she's long gone. Well, anyways, what do you think of her? I don't want to say either of these things. I'm not just considering it was hot, I loved it. I'm gonna get off to it. Like no, and it's also not awful. Let's say it was awful and hope that it's awful that they had such a terrible life. That is why I'm saying it was awful. It's the fact that they couldn't actually be together. stating that now, not that the relationship was awful. It was awful. I know, right? No matter how you look at it, that's true for sure. Watching a good woman fall like that, Mom. You got the idea, I'm sure. Anyways, that's all I wanted you to keep in mind. Stories like that, even the messed up ones. The reason why the last one dates to the year 322, it's not that their affair came to a conclusion, it's that they just both died. So yeah. Oh. Even if it's one hell of a story, it's one that ended completely abruptly. Just remember that, alright? Well, why did they die? You can't just let me hang like this, girl. Anyways, is that all? Okay, let's go back to, other chickadee and hope that, she is better at... Sorry, I keep saying the same scream, I'm like all paranoid now. See if she can help me. Disable AI mute. Disable, oh, no. Disable AI. Enable AI. Name up there anywhere? Thank you. Hyun-ae, that's what it is, okay. Enable AI. Okay. Person is not activated. Quit. Oh yeah, I forgot I left you in this outfit. So cute. Oh, you something to say to me? Well, you've seen pretty much everything that matters about the Smith family now, so just pursuing that all myself. You know, most of it's new to me too. I mean, when I was alive, I didn't even know the Smith family existed. Well, maybe Jae-hwa mentioned them once, but I didn't really remember. It's been 600 years. But I don't think she did. I really wish I'd known about the supervision at the time. I really, really do. So what do you think? Are you satisfied with the overview? Yes. Well, that's good. What do you think of them then? Who's that? That one? I guess that's one opinion to have. What was such in? Are you sympathetic to her? Yes. So the men were all disaster, but she didn't really deserve that. Especially given how cute she was in the beginning, how unfair that is that. Seems like a character out of one of the romances I used to really like before going into status. She clearly deserves way better than what she got. Well, that's how it is, I suppose. Anyways, I guess we should be getting back to whatever we were talking about before. Do you have any personal opinions on these? Show message? Oh, so you read those then. Not that it was seen appropriate for women to spend time with anyone but other women or anything, but, so why are you showing this to me? To hear what you think. Well, why do you ask? Do you, approve of that sort of thing? Yes. Oh, I see. Well, it's when she said she wanted to be seduced, I can definitely really understand that. Especially with you. Oh, especially with someone I really like. That seems like a good thing to me. Yay, dating sim stuff. That's one thing I'll give it. It doesn't feel like a dating sim. And then that happens. Not that I could really imagine doing that with any of my servants, but jeez. Why are we even talking about something this embarrassing? Can we please talk about something else? You gonna say the same thing for everyone? I have to see. I'm sorry. I know it's a waste of time. I have to see. I don't really want to talk about this more, alright? Is that it? Any idea? Okay, you're gonna give us the same thing every time, aren't you? But I have to see. Who knows, there could be one hidden gem in there somewhere, and it's just like, oh. Oh, she's actually getting angry at me. I need to stop. No, she's getting angry at me. I can always go look up later. Let's, say anything. Oh, problem with it being so long. Which things have I shown her which I haven't? I just don't remember. Show messages? Here, I'll cut to that. I was going to say interesting part, but that's kind of awful, isn't it? I mean, given we're talking about very personal life here, Jesus is a bit uncomfortable. The poor girl goes from being cute and excited to, well, it means if she gets jaded really quickly, her family situation sounds like a really awkward arrangement. I'll show you what I mean. Let me know what you think after you read that. I don't think you actually gave me anything new, did you? No, you didn't. There's some new things in this one, I think. I don't remember what... I've shown her what I haven't. Oh, I know what I can show her. It's, somewhere, eventually. Maybe I'll go look up later which ones I've shown her and which ones I haven't. I think that one we've already shown her, but that's just me cut, sure. Obviously she had nothing to worry about. She realized pretty early on she was good to me. I really liked her. She was my only friend. It's so weird seeing her say things like that. Oh, right, okay. Part 1. I never read her letters at the time. I couldn't. I know she read them to me eventually, but I was just so numb to that sort of talk at that point. Now, they're just hard for me to read. Is this gonna be more? Don't show these to me. I've never read her letters at the time. I couldn't. I know she read them to me eventually, but now it's the point. Now they're just hard for me to read. You never know. There could be gems. There's time, blah 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 blah. I wish there was some way to show, hey, you showed this to Muta, and hey, you showed this to her. Because that would save so much time if you're not playing this in like one round like I was. Because I separated and I haven't played this in over a month. Because last time I played this was before Halloween because I thought this would be a more scary game. I don't know why, but I did, and it's amazing. I do love this story so much. Pale Bride's Marriage. Never read a letter time I couldn't... Okay. Okay. So those are the scandalous ones. And here are the ones I was reading that's like... Here's your scandalous things. I think. I don't remember how I got the scandalous ones. Anyways, let's just go in here. How are you doing? What is this? You talked to Mute? I didn't know what she told you, but you really shouldn't listen to her. All she ever did was gossip, and I'm certain she hasn't changed a bit since back then. Please, don't trust her. She just spins everything you make everyone look bad, no matter what. Please, promise. I promise. Thank you. I really appreciate that. At least you give me a fair chance. Well, if you show me one of her questions, I'll tell you the truth, but I don't think it's what she'll expect. I'm gonna assume you can't just be like, hey. Nervous? I'm really nervous. It's just, you're the first person I've talked to in so long. I'm really happy about that. But, well, I'm exposing a lot. I know you promised to trust me and all, so thanks. It's just, this is all really new to me. But it's good. I'm glad I wouldn't be so nervous if I wasn't happy you were there to listen. How do you feel about me? Oh, well, that's a tough question. I mean, you seem like a really good person. I think I could call you a friend. You seem to be a really good listener. I like that. Does that answer your question? Yes. Okay, good. Not that I really understand why Mute was asking. Mute was trying to hook you up, girl. Oh no. Oh no, we have to do this again. Right. Well, remember when I said that I never interrupt you unless there was something really, really wrong? But that's annoying and I don't want to bother you, but... Look, I don't really want to scare you, it's all fault, but... Look, I don't want to scare you, but this is all my fault. But we have a really big problem. I'm sure you noticed that the static on the line, yes, I was wondering what was causing it, so I checked in as well. Look, don't panic here, please, but it's while a reactor meltdown in progress. I'm really sorry if we've been running in low power mode for so long. That was fine, but when you established communications, everything started back up again. Which should have been fine, except it's been centuries since the last maintenance job was done, and I'm not really sure what's wrong yet. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is bad. This is really bad. I don't know if you're really aware of how this works, but we're running on nuclear fission. And so it looks like got about 20 minutes before total meltdown. It's already running really, really hot right now. I wish I knew sooner. I'm so sorry. But well, let me put it this way. The ship is about 20 minutes away from exploding. Can you hit out of range within 20 minutes? Maybe not. I don't really know much about nuclear reactors, but yeah, that's what I expected. Don't panic though. I can walk you through shutting it down. Just stay calm and everything will be fine. What I need you to do is drop to the terminal and disable the nuclear reactor. If everything's working properly, it should be that simple. I mean, I'm sure it won't be. This is a really old ship, and clearly already one thing has gone horribly wrong. Anyways, your first step is to at least try. I saved too late. Oh, use overwriting. Back to this. At least you told me help. Again, what is it I need? Quit reactor, download power control. Right? Power control action. Power control list. Hydrosphere, external rail. Unused, docking system capacitor, artificial gravity, rail. Waste. That's not... Okay, that's not what I want then. Help, because none of those are reactors. Communications, yeah. Help. Disable AI, help, SU. It's SU. Oh, that's password. Quit reactor. PSS? Oh! Oh, thank gosh. Okay. So PSS. Nope. Disable. Switch battery? PSS. Switch battery? PSS enable? Okay, quit. That isn't working. What do you have to say to me? What you need to do is drop to the terminal and disable the nuclear reactor. If everything's working properly, it should be that simple. No it isn't! No it isn't! Oh my gosh, what? It's not... Girl, it's not working. Try disabling unnecessary steps with power control. Okay. Power control list. Okay. Power control. Disable. Bulkheads. No, not communications. I need AIs. Docking. Gravity. Nope. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Power control. Disable. Rail. Sensors. Waste. Is that it? Okay, let's go back to help. I need to go back to PSS. PSS disable again. Right now. Or exclusively. Okay. Okay, is that it? Is that all I need to do? I disabled it. No, what? Why do I still have this freaking out? I disabled it, didn't I?